Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome to a new series of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. I've been streaming on Twitch a little bit more lately, and I played Dwarf Fortress on one of the streams, and it was fun, but I don't think it's really the best game to play on Twitch. I think people on Twitch are mostly looking for things that are more fast-paced, more actiony, so I think I might just keep Twitch for like Team Fortress 2 and PUBG, things like that. But I do want to do another Let's Play series of Dwarf Fortress here, because I think since the last big update, everything's finally been smoothed out, so there's no more bugs and stuff. There was a lot of bugs with the last release, but I think they're all gone now. That everything is nice and stable and running excellently. So I've been generating maps and stuff on my own. Finally came up with one I wanted. I specifically wanted a map that had a north and south pole. A lot of maps just get generated with one pole, and then the other one is the hot area. And there's a couple of different ways you can interpret that. You can pretend that maybe it's a tidally locked planet, and one side's always hot and one side's always cold. Or you could assume that it's 1/4 of the map size. I like to do this though, and assume that it's that this is half the map. You would say, well, maybe it's the whole map, but it's not. It's only this wide, so it's too. It's not long enough to be, or wide enough to be a whole world. So, unless you're Christopher Columbus and an idiot. But I looked around for sites that we could go to, and I found this one that's really nice down here. I tried to record this video a couple times. That's why I sound a little bit more tired than I would like, but just running into different problems with different plugins and stuff for the mods. Not that it's heavily modded, just using the base game pack, but you know, the starter pack. But here we go. I found this site. It's a temperate conifer forest, the jungle of lanterns. Temperate, heavily forested, thick vegetation, extra thick. Surroundings, wilderness, stream. The hell? It just has like a really long name and shrunk it down and it doesn't fit in there. It has clay, deep soil, shallow metals, and deep metals and flux stone. The only thing it's missing is sand, which I don't care about. Otherwise, there's no downsides to this location. It's just a very nice location. Let's see. Although I do like temperate broadleaf forest more than conifer forest, just because I'm more familiar with broadleaf forests in real life, but that's fine. Let's see. Could see our neighbors. There's actually no goblins listed here as neighbors, which is interesting. Our civilization, there's only 3 dwarf civilizations for some reason. Normally there's like 5. There's only 3 on this map, so here's the one that's closest to us, up in these mountains here. These other ones are adjacent to them, and then there's one way, way up here. So we want to be from the one that's nearby, just in case that affects any trade caravan speeds. I don't think it really does, but better safe than sorry. I do feel like I've had a caravan show up in winter instead of in autumn. Could have been because of that. We're going to be the Constructive Adventures. Elevation, I picked this area over in the corner. It's has 2 slopes everywhere, but in this corner here it has 3 slope, and then it has the river. So it should be pretty interesting. Let's see. Oh, there's this awesome plugin in starter pack that I didn't know existed before. May have been here a long time, but I just found out about it, and it's really cool. It's the Legends viewer. Let's pop it up. So this the right one? Yes, this is the right one. One of those scrapped videos, I had the wrong one loaded up in here, and that was really annoying. So here's our world, and it has this awesome breakdown of what all is in here. There's actually a shit ton of elves. It's goblins, elves, humans, and dwarves. That's interesting, actually. And now I'm actually kind of glad that I got to see what the other one looked like. The other one was almost entirely humans, and then like an even amount of goblins to humans, dwarves, and then just the tiniest bit of elves and almost no kobolds. So this one's a lot more equally diverse, which is very interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. So here's our... So this thing just basically links into the Legends mode of the game. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but it basically lets you access all the stories and stuff that the game generated for the world history. This game's really impressive with everything it generates to build the world. And it builds it into this awesome looking interface. So we can like look for anything we want. So let's just go and look at what the Construct Adventures is. Civilization of Dwarves. That has this, what's this map here? This like just a zoomed in view of like where they are. Yeah, like pop-ups for everything. This information like totally doesn't affect us at all, but it's just kind of awesome that it's here. Really neat. Let's see. So the kings have been Dwarf, a female dwarf, Moothcat crushed the boulders. The second king, second one became king in 104. That's this Morclamida. Worships the dwarf deity of fortresses and war, minerals and jewels, metals, mountains, wealth, dusk and twilight. So you can see, we can just like look through all this stuff. And I'm not gonna read through it all because that would be extremely dull for the most part, but also just very time consuming. But you can use this as like a thing to look up. If we create an artifact, it'll have references to what things are. Then we can look it up in here, see what it's about, which is really cool. Alright, let's go back to the game and embark in this location. Embark in this location. Select the large area. No thank you. I'm going to do the large area. Fuck all of you and all of your pre-made things. They don't make any sense. I'm doing my own. Okay. Let's boot up Dwarf Therapist. Now, Dwarf Therapist you're probably more familiar with if you've played the game or watched the game at all before. It's not Dwarf Therapist. There you go. So the reason I'm booting up Dwarf Therapist now is I want to see who's best at what. Let's see. Roles. I think I'm just gonna do it a quick way, like if you want us to be like really hardcore about it, you make like a spreadsheet and say, oh, who's best at doing this? Well, this other person who's in like the second best at doing that isn't good at anything, so they need to do that even though they're second best, you know? But we're not gonna go that deep into it, that'd just be crazy. So, Inden needs to be our miner. Aiden, you are our miner. Congratulations, you are a skilled miner. That's all you're ever gonna do is mine. Thank you. Carpenter. Urvad. Congratulations, Urvad, you are the carpenter. Which also means that you're also a woodcutter and wood crafter. Although carpentry is gonna have you busy like most of the time. Alright. Mason! Mason! Kosoth is our mason. Congratulations, Kosoth. The masonry job. This means you will also be a stonecrafter. Thank you. Now let's look up. This is where things get a little less clear about who should be what. Need someone who can cook. We'll go with Udil here. But like these last few people, they're kind of gonna have a lot of different jobs. Who did I say? Udil? Is that who I said? We're going to cook and brew for us. That'll be what you're doing most of the time, but I'll also give you herbalist just so you have something else to do while we wait. It's going to be a while before we get a brewing and cooking station set up. We need a farmer, but everyone kind of sucks at this. Titan and Kosov, I think, are already assigned to things. Yeah, so whoever does this is going to suck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I also do like to have a Fisher Dwarf. Locum. I assigned him yet? No. Him could be our Fisher Dwarf. And this is another job that he's pretty much only going to do because there's a few jobs that just, if they have the ability to do it, they're going to be doing it 24/7 nonstop all day every day. Just because of how the game works. It's kind of annoying. Looks like all he's ever going to do is just fish. Normally I would also give him fish cleaning, but he's just never going to do the fish cleaning jobs because he's always going to be busy. So, what's left? We need the farmer, and a hunter. Have a good Kosith, Haydn, Shorast, Kosov. Alright. Shorecrest. Not the best at the job, but someone's got to do it. They're also going to be like our... They're going to be like our general fighting person. See his hammer in here? Is that like not an ability? A lot of these things are new too. I don't know what they do. Don't see hammer. I see hammer man, but that's not what we're looking for. So I think that's fine for him. And the last person will be our farmer. And once farming is up and going, that'll be all he's doing. Now, is there anyone here who's like not going to be doing something most of the time? So I can give them kind of the throwaway jobs. Mason won't at first, just because there's going to be so many things to do before we get to the stone layers. The hunter can run out of things to do. Just trying to decide, someone needs to be able to butcher things. I guess I'll give it to the hunter. I mean, it makes sense for him to also be the butcher, but it's not really... The game doesn't always let you do what you want, you know? I think for now, I'll give it to the mason. Just because he's not going to be busy for a very long time. By the time he's not busy, he should be able to... We should have more migrants that can take over the job. Also be a building designer and a mechanic, please. You're a very important dwarf. Alright, tab over to items. I only want one pick, one battle axe, no anvil. That's the stuff that people think I'm insane for doing, because they're always like, oh, you have to have 2 dwarves to mine. It's the only way. You have to have two carpenters. No, you don't. You only need 1 of each, I swear. You're insane if you think you need more. The miner will get so good at his job so fast because he's the only one doing it that it'll be ridiculous. And the anvil, you can get one as soon as the first caravan arrives, and you're not going to even need it till then anyway, because there's no way you're getting down to that layer that quickly. We also don't need any of those because they're very easy and quick to build early on. These we need to replace with cave spider silk stuff. Obviously, this is a lot of information to be throwing at you if you've never seen the game before. Recommend probably watching one of my older series on this if you're trying to understand what's going on. I'm just trying to do this quickly. But the other, my older series would explain things better. I'm pretty sure that I did those almost like a tutorial of explaining step by step what my thinking was. Basically, we just want to replace, we had bags, thread, cloth, and ropes that were made out of like pig fiber or something. And we're replacing them with cave spider silk stuff because it's cheaper. Let's see, now we need to decide what to do with the rest of our money. I want to get all the drinks. All 3 types with 30. So we don't run out of drink for a while. Plump helmets, we just want a shit ton, dude. Plump helmet spawn, give me like 50. And then give me, what the fuck is a clown loach? Hold on, I'm actually on the, you guys aren't looking at the, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the Dwarf Therapist was still up for you guys. Hold on though, I'm gonna look up what a clown. Oh, it's just like a clownfish, huh? Tropical fish. That's weird. Why do we have... I've never seen this before. Normally there's only 3 kinds of fish that you can start with, and it's cave fish, lobster, and turtles. For some reason we have clown loach. What the... What on earth? 30 regular plump helmets, not spawn. Oh, don't cow spleens, that's kind of dumb. Want a lot of Dipple Cup spawn as well. Like 40. No rock nuts. Give me all these though, give me like 20 each. These are just more things to plant. And loach, what in the hell? Oh, why do we have so many options? What? That's really weird. I actually find that bizarre. What the hell? There's only ever like 3. What? Grab rainbow trout. I think they're kind of yummy. Not that I like fish in real life, but we could eat lungfish if we want. I think perch are also tasty, so we'll grab them. They're all the same price, so it doesn't really matter, and they probably all do the same thing, but may as well grab ones that sound tastier, huh? Let's see, we need female hunting dog and a male hunting dog, cat and a kitten, or male cat and female cat. Let's get some rooster and 4 hens. Let's grab. You also get 1 humped camels. I don't think you normally grab those. Anything else like in here that's like really interesting? Because like we have access to more stuff than you normally would have. Oh, where's the bunnies at though? Let's... Oh, there they are. Why are they up at the top? Everything's all messed up. Male rabbit for female rabbits. Makes me excited that maybe there's actually a cave spider available. The other side. Because these got removed from the list of animals you can bring in. But with everything messed up like this, I almost wonder if we can bring them in. Nah, it doesn't look like it. For a little bit you could bring cave spiders with you and then make silk with them, but they're gone. They're gone forever. Let's see. We need more stuff. We need copper crossbow for our hunter. Copper bolts also for the hunter. And then we want, with like the rest of the money, to bring as much meat as we can. Not just for the purpose of having the meat itself, but also just for the extra barrels. I think each one gets its own barrel. I don't want to grab like the prepared insect parts, because like I feel like that would not feed anyone. I realize it probably just will for some reason. I don't know what a Dunnian is. For some reason it probably will fill you up for some reason, but I don't like it. Prepared warthog brain. Doesn't it sound delicious? If you're wondering why I'm grabbing the prepared stuff, it's because I think the non-prepared stuff will just go bad if it doesn't get made into food. I think the prepared stuff will stay okay. Based on what I think I know. Just trying to grab a big variety of things. I don't know how long necessarily it'll take to get our farms up and going, so I like to have a nice little supply going. Food stuff. Is there anything else from like anywhere else that we might want to bring with us? Doesn't seem that way. Oh, I actually want a instrument. As weird as that sounds. They're like really hard to make for some reason. Instruments are really hard to make for some reason, and you need one in order to build a, I forget what it's called, tavern I think is what it is. Or maybe it's a place to worship. You need an instrument, and it's really hard to make. It's really annoying, so we're just gonna bring one with us. And let's embark. I'm probably forgetting something, but should be okay. I don't think the whole recording window is open for you guys. I need to do this. I think it's kind of yes and no. I don't think I had to do that, but I think it's like all more messed up now, actually. Just fit to frame, please. Thank you. Alright, so this is always the same. I just want to read the one thing that is different. Enough time to delve seer lodgings ere the wolves get hungry. Just good old-fashioned wolves, nothing crazy. Oh, excuse me. A new chapter of Norman history begins here at this place. Atheistum. Ringed portal. Strike the earth. Full name. Oh, I should have looked up more information about their location. I don't remember what the name of the place we embarked at is. I could look that up on the legends, and that could be interesting. Just to see if anything interesting had happened here. Is the map interactable enough that I could just do that, perhaps? While the game's loading, we might as well. Can I just click? I think this is our spot here. Oh, what's that? Kobolds are right next to us. And the elves live nearby too. Humans are up there. There's really like no goblins. Goblins are like sectioned off on these other places, huh? That's the wrong window. Recording software, you need to be smarter. Alright. Here we are. So let me scroll around on the map. Nice and forested. I'd like to build into that if I could, but we're on the wrong side of the river. Could try to rush an early bridge to go over here. That's not really necessary, we can just dig down. Alright, let's get that mini map off the screen. Dig. Stairs. Kinda like the idea of being in the nook. But also just being near where your caravan is just so it can get taken apart quicker is also appealing. Let's just do that. Because the last time I played, it took like a really long time for them to get the caravan unloaded. It was very annoying. They need a zone for the animals. This area up here seems pretty clear. And a pasture. Put the rabbits in it. No, don't put the dogs in it. The hens in it, even though they don't necessarily actually have to be out there. Do not have a breeding pair of hauling animals, which is annoying. Just random chance if you get that. Don't know how far we're gonna have to dig down to get to the metal, or not metal layer, but the stone layer. Alright, miner. Gotta go back to the Dwarf Therapist. For real this time. Miner, hello. I don't want you to haul anything. Except you can bury people. That's really important. And water haul, because that's usually really important if that comes up. And you can pull levers, because that's important. But otherwise, you're just gonna mine for the rest of your life. Also, let's start naming our noble dwarves here. We need a chief medical person. Chief medical dwarf. Aiden or Vukar can do it. Vukar is going to be free more often, so I'm going to have him do it. Nobles. Shoot, I did not give anyone broker skills. I meant to do that. So you would be best at it. I don't know if there's a way to find out. Oh yeah, they're down here. Oh, everyone sucks dick at it. Looks like Vokar is the best for this as well. Fine by me, makes things easier to just know that he's the best at all of it. Militia commander is going to be the hunter. Will also be the hammer. Alright. Already out there hunting. Oh. Oh no, he just went straight down on that bunch of layers. I was thought for a second there that like the third level down was stone. I'm like, that's a bit of a problem. Build workshop. Fishery. Need butcher shop. Just because they're already catching fish and hunting animals, we need to get these up before the food goes bad. I don't think we necessarily need a kitchen. I think we need a stockpile for refuse. A garbage stockpile, more or less. Well, not technically a garbage stockpile, that's something else. I keep leaving the therapist open. It's hard to remember to do that. But we're out of time for this video anyway. I hope y'all enjoyed and have a good day.